Okay guys, this is going to be the painting of Ford from Critical Role. So I will be using my Prima Tropicals set to paint him, and I will do a voiceover during the painting, and the painting will be time-lapsed, and I will give you my thoughts and everything on the painting. If you haven't seen my video of Jester, where I used the superior watercolors I got off of Wish, I will put a link to that video in the description box below. Anyways, I am going to start the time lapse and I will chatter at you in a second.
Okay, the Prima watercolors. I rearranged them so that they were in a more logical order by color. Initially laying down the colors, they're incredibly vibrant. The way I use watercolors is I like to do lots of layers and build up my tones. This set does not allow for that. It's lay down your color, let it dry, and that's it. It's not a set that is very forgiving and allows you to play and push and pull very much. It gets it gets overworked very quickly. I did like the finished result that I got with Ford, but I had to go in with pencil crown and like kind of embellish areas a lot. So here I'm picking up where his scar is because I wanted that area to be lighter, but I found it very hard to kind of push and pull this paint. Especially when I got into the hair, I laid down a flat tone for it, and then when I went in later, I'll show you guys when it comes up, I'll get back into that anyway. So here I'm mixing up the color for Ford's armor and his cloak. And what I found with this is that I would mix up colors and I would get like a base tone and it would all bead, and that's just the way that the tray was. It wouldn't give me a nice flat beautiful mix that I had a solid color. It gave me all these weird little puddles, and each puddle was slightly different, and I had a really hard time coming up, like finding the colors that I had mixed again, like trying to match the tone. So here I'm laying down the hair and I was not getting the color I wanted. This is the frustration I have with these colors, is that you don't know what they are because they have mysterious freaking names and are number categorized. That's also why they're so weird with the layout when you first get the set. It's because it's in numerical order, not by color palette. So it was frustrating. Especially the hair. Oh my god, I did not get the hair color I wanted. So then I'm going back into his armor and I'm trying to add like details and stuff, and I was struggling working with this set. I don't know, I think it's meant to be laid down in flat solid colors and left alone. It doesn't like to be played with, it doesn't like to be push and pulled at all, and that's how I paint. So I was adding more tones into the green, and I was having a lot of trouble like kind of defining areas, because like here I'm trying to build up his brow because he's an orc, so he'll have a heavier brow, and it wasn't working. So annoying. And I couldn't get depth of tone, and I was trying to mix blues in, and I found when I mixed the colors they got very washed out, and I don't know if it's just because of the water that I was using, but I was picking up enough pigment, and I don't know, I had a really disgruntled time with these. So for a tin set, now the palette itself and the set itself, you can add more little pans to, and it does lay flat, so it's okay for mixing, but it was kind of like, okay, that's great, I got the tin, but I almost like would have wanted to just buy a separate tin off of Wish, and then the pans and stuff, and then put my own paints, because I have tons of paint. So it's like, is it worth it? It's a good little travel set, it's neat to play with. If you're into crafting, it's probably a lot good. Like if you're doing journaling or something and you like to add like flat tones, or like you're not getting into rendering at all, I think it's an okay set. If you're doing things like, I think it's location sketching, then it'll be fine, but yeah. See here, I'm going in and I'm trying to mix that freaking color again, that rusty red, and it just went brown. Like, I was not getting the colors I wanted, and it was pissing me off, and it just didn't look right. So I've had to push and pull this piece a lot. I am going to put a background in, like a gradient, and it was okay. It worked kind of alright because I wanted it to look like water, so the effect I got was okay. I didn't need like a flat wash, but I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm still on the fence. I think I might have to play with this set a little bit more, but I'm not that impressed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you guys wanted this one to be good. I think if you live in the States, it's a $20 set. I think it's okay. It's kind of affordable, and you get a metal tin, which is really nice because they don't stain as badly as the plastic tins do. But I don't know. Oh, here. Okay, so you see when I'm doing the blue and I'm like laying down the wash, the hair pigment started lifting, and it started like when I'm trying to get in between the hair, it started lifting up really badly. And with my other set that I just used, the Superior Watercolors, when I was like going over areas, it wasn't lifting like that. So it was, and I didn't have to worry about it bleeding after it being dried unless I scrubbed into it. So that was really irritating to me. Like I couldn't, I knew I had to be careful, and I couldn't really like do broad strokes over the strands, but even touching them, it started to leak into the friggin' blue, and I'm like, that's not right. And like trying to get areas modeled and get definition in areas, oh, don't even get me started. A part of it is the brush. It held a lot of water, but even when I was wringing the brush out, I was having trouble controlling what the watercolors were doing, and I'm all about control with this stuff. So it really annoyed me. I think I would have liked them a little bit more if I hadn't found the other set of watercolors, like the Superior Watercolors, because I really, really liked those, and I want to play more with them, but I don't know, like even the areas that were modeled on the other set, it was a lot nicer looking than the areas that were modeled on Ford here, like on his chest plate. So it was really frustrating, I found. I did do embellishments with pencil crayon. You'll see that a little bit at the end, but it was just really annoying to have to, like, I couldn't fix areas, and when I tried to, it just got worse. It was just, these are not forgiving. See, right here, I'm going to go in and I'm going to try and touch the hair, and it's leaking. Bleaching out. It's pissing me off. Anyways, so overall, this set is, I think it'll be okay for people. It's nice to get the tin, and then you can replace the watercolors with your own, or you can just buy a cheap tin if you already have tubes of watercolor and fill the pan with your own pans. So here I'm doing my own embellishments with my pencil crayon. Just added some shells and stuff. So let me know what you guys think of this set. Do you like it? Do you want to try it? Do you have it and like it? Let me know how like you work with it, and like if it actually does work for you, because I was having such a hard time controlling it. Initially the greens worked well, but then when I got into the reds and the browns, I was just, it didn't work. I do want to know what you think. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this where I try and break down my process and review products for you. Yeah, I think that's it. This product is on Etsy, like my Jester, and if you would like to purchase it, it is there. And I will post a link in the description below. All right, I'm done. Bye, guys.